Oh no. Andres Delasaria's My Universe, help me. Alan Negroya, good morning, gorgeous. Thank you. Okay, you guys, let me just tweet out the link to this stream and then we will get started. Apologies for the delay. I had a very late night last night and, you know, just granted, I was just really freaking exhausted today, especially since I don't even know how many hours of sleep I got, like Friday night, Saturday morning, because I was busy, oh no, is it buffering? Because I was busy editing my Handmaid's Tale video, so yeah, I was very tired. So let me just tweet out the link. We're live. Join us here. Okay. And then I will pay attention. But I pretty much have. Ooh. What the heck? There we go. And we're good. Okay, we're good. And yes. Okay. Let's see. Katie, hey girl, hey. Sister Satan, hello. Anthony's here. Katie, hey. Sister Satan, great. Nice to see people making their way to the stream. Sister Satan, okay, I'm gonna go over here. You guys can't see. Hopefully, I don't know. Let me know if the sound gets like bad. I'm just gonna turn on a fan from the distance because again, I don't have air conditioning and it's real hot here in California right now. So, wait a sec. Okay, is the sound bad? Can anyone let me know if there's like a really distracting sound in the distance? Luna A, hey, Andres Delasaria, My Universe. My amino app keeps striking me saying that I'm posting spam and I'm so angry. Maybe try changing your password. Songbird Lauren, is your Twitter username same as YouTube name? It's similar. It's here. I will type it out so you can follow me. It's INN_. Okay, wait. It would help if I typed it out right. MHO. You can follow me there on Twitter and on Instagram. So, KD, no, all good. Okay, cool. On Instagram. Okay, great. Sister Satan, girl, it's the World Cup finale right now. France versus Croatia. I'm anxious. Ooh. Who are you rooting for, Anthony? Are you rooting for France or Croatia? I have friends who are really into the World Cup, but their teams are like no longer in the World Cup. I forget. They were rooting for Argentina, Spain, and Brazil. So I guess they're no longer there anymore. But Andres de Lasaria, My Universe, BRB, cool. Maybe you should fix your amino app thing. Let's see here. France, because I'm half French, but I'm not a huge soccer fan, to be honest, but it's the finale, so okay, well, good luck. Oh, so finale. So French and Croatia are the final two. Okay, well, Anthony, good luck. I hope France wins then. I have a friend actually right now who's in Paris, and I don't know, she signed up for this like weird 2-week teaching thing where she has to teach like French kids how to I don't know, how to work in film or something like that. I don't know, but she's been like tweeting about her experience so far, and it sounds like she's being put to work more than she bargained for. Long story short, I have a friend in Paris right now, so because of that and because of you, Anthony, I will root for France then. This is not alcohol, by the way. This is water, because whenever I do these streams, I always say at some point, oh my god, I'm so thirsty. So I have the water now. See, I'm learning. I have a fan here. I don't even go to my room, really. Sometimes I did my last live stream in my room, and, you know, the internet seemed to be okay, but for the most part, I guess this is the spot for my live streams because the internet isn't so bad. But yeah, I'm developing a system now, so I don't have to keep getting up and out. Yeah. Sister Satan, supportive icon, hydrated queen. Katie, loving this moment. My friend in France grabs a wine goblet. Yeah, that looked a lot more, that looked like a wannabe bougie. It wasn't. It is far from it. Do you guys know that, at least, I don't know if this is like, this must be in America because it's called national, but in America, it is supposedly National Ice Cream Day. So the other day, I was on Twitter and I saw an article that was posted by like the food and travel like Twitter account, and they were like listing off different places that you can get a bargain discount for ice cream today. And I guess like at Whole Foods, it's like you can buy 2 pints of Ben & Jerry's ice cream, or like 2 pints of Talenti gelato for $6. And then, and then at Baskin Robbins, you can buy one, get one, like get another scoop for like, I don't know, 99 cents. And then you can get like a $2 off a milkshake or a 99-cent sundae. And then at where were the other ones? Oh, Yogurtland, it was buy one get one today. Oh, and then Dairy Queen, you could get like a free medium blizzard. So that's what I will be doing after, not just this live stream, but after my Whitney live stream, which is at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So essentially I have a little bit of a break, but I'm doing 2 live streams today, kind of back to back. Katie, if you had sunglasses on, I would die. Sister Satan LMAO, I know. Here I am talking about where you could get bargained ice cream. Yeah. Let's see. What can we talk about? Anything in the news that we can kind of talk about that has shook your world this past week? Rose Kush. So what time is it there now? It's 9:52 a.m. in the morning here in Southern California. Andres Delasario, My Universe. Let's talk about UFOs. Do you guys believe in UFOs? Luna A, have you seen GIAW? What's GIAW? GIAW, what could that mean? A lot of people tend to ask me if I've seen Game of Thrones. Short answer is just the first season. I don't know what GIAW is. I'm like, Girl Meets World? No. Songbird Laron, can I ask a Handmaid's Tale question? Sure, yeah, you can ask a Handmaid's Tale question. Oh, God is a Woman by Ariana. No, I haven't. I have not seen it. because I'm kind of trying to stay away. Like, I know I've reacted and reviewed No Tears Left to Cry, and then her song with Troye Sivan, Dance to This. But I know she has a new album coming out, like, July 20-something. I'm keeping my eye on that for doing, like, a full first impressions, first album listen. So, yeah, I have not... I'm trying to stay away from anything, like, new for Rihanna. But, I mean, I've seen screenshots of the video on Twitter, and it looks real expensive. So, yeah. I haven't yet, but I'm saving it. Marcin Ho. Hey, girl. Hey. Sister Satan, the video is so good, OMG. Yeah, it looked really, really good. She is giving you visuals for sure. Doesn't, yeah, her album comes out like July 20-something, like 26th. Sister Satan, France won, OMG. Oh my god, hey, congrats. Congrats, Anthony. I am happy for you and your people. Songbird Laurent. In terms of next season, which direction would you like / think it will take? Would you like June to be working with the Resistance Mayday or go back to the Waterfords again? Well, I will definitely not want June to go back to the Waterfords again, because I kind of feel like, even though for me, watching the finale, like, spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't watched Handmaid's Tale, I understand why, like, from a narrative standpoint, June did what she did. However, like, from just, like, audience perspective, the minute she decided to do what she did, I was like, oh my god, are we gonna be doing a repeat of what we've seen this season? So hopefully in June choosing to do what she did, I hope she doesn't go back to the Waterfords, because we've already seen what happens when she tries to escape and goes back to the Waterfords. Like, I think it's like over it, done with. She needs like a new place to like be and exist in the world of Handmaid's Tale. So like if she was working with the Resistance or Mayday, fine, do that. But I don't really want to see her being like abused by the Waterfords again. I hope we see Commander Lawrence more. He is a character that definitely interests me. So yeah. I just got a breaking news CNN update. France wins the World Cup for the second time, overcoming Croatia in the highest scoring final since 1966. Wow. Look at that. History! Okay, Sister Satan. I never actively listened to Ariana, but I'm so excited for her new album. A little bit same. Yeah. I've never actively listened to her either, but I think I honestly am I'm more excited than I would be, mainly because of First Impressions video. Like, I've kind of like, not like really been building up to her new album, but I've listened to some stuff on the channel, so I'm just excited to hear, I guess, new music from her. And like, what is it gonna sound like? I liked Dangerous Woman. I like that album. So it'll be interesting to see what she does in the studio with this new era, with her writing things upside down. Let's see here. Speaking of Ariana Grande, though, her marrying Pete Davidson. Yikes. It's like her and Pete Davidson are engaged, and then Justin Bieber and what's her name? Hailey Baldwin? They're engaged too, right? Lots of people getting engaged now. I don't know. What is in the air in young Hollywood? I don't know what they're doing. Hailey Baldwin and Justin Bieber kind of look the same, don't you think? Because they both have like that platinum blonde hair, and Justin Bieber's kind of grown his hair a bit long as well. So, God, I look so tired in the clip. I'm so sorry. It looks like I look very tired. I'm a little tired. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna keep drinking water to like wake me up. KD, mess. I know, mess. What a mess. Also, there's supposedly, like, rumors that Beyoncé is pregnant, which I'm kind of like, yeah, uh-oh is right, Mom, because I paid tickets for that show. Oh, you left it there? I took the bulkies? Okay. My mom is off screen. We can just stop by later today.
Well, you have to call them to make sure that nobody takes it up with Tita Baby, because there's a lot of family in there waiting for our stuff. That's why they start.
Okay, okay.
There.
Okay. Katie, yeah, I'm so nervous about that. I don't know what to believe. Yeah, girl, same. I'm just like, you know what? Beyoncé, I'm gonna need you to stop getting pregnant. I know, like, you have a life and all of that, but also it's like, girl, if you want to do that, please don't, like, go on tour and then, like, have the most expensive tickets known to mankind. Okay, Scooper, there. Are you... I'm texting my cousin right now. Oops. Okay, Luna A, I think Beyoncé likes to troll us. I've heard, like, conspiracy theories that, like, Beyoncé got pregnant because she doesn't really care about, like, this everything is love era. So she's just, like, over it, and she knows, like, I'm just gonna get pregnant so I can get out of doing the rest of these shows. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's fact, but Katie gave us a laughing emoji. And then Katie also says, exactly, don't Janet your fans, girls. Save fertility for the off season. Exactly. Oh my god, when Janet Jackson got pregnant, I was so freaking pissed. Because again, it's like, you know, not to say, there is a bit of like, it's kind of like sad to say to someone to be like, you can't get pregnant right now. But also it's like, you can't get pregnant right now because this is the job that you signed up for. You signed up for this commitment for like X amount of months. Do not do that. Like, people paid their money to go see you, and you know, for you to be careless one night, you cannot, we cannot do that. So you can live your life after the show once all the shows have been performed. Once all the shows have been performed, but we cannot do that. Beyoncé. I remember there were rumors when she was doing her Mrs. Carter World Tour, and I remember this because it was like a couple weeks before I was supposed to see her the first time that she was pregnant. Turned out to be false, but I don't know. Beyoncé, I really hope that this is just a rumor. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. What do you think, Mom?
Let her be pregnant.
No, I don't think she should be pregnant because she signed up for doing X amount of shows for X amount of time. Huh?
$2.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Let's see. What else can we talk about? Beyonce's not naming her girl Annie.
Annie.
Huh? Blue, Sir, Rumi, and Annie? Mm-hmm. No, I don't think so. Oh, now I'm getting all of these notifications that France won. Mom, Katie says yes, Queen Annie Jr.
Thank you, honey.
No, I don't think that's gonna happen. They come from a line of people who have unique names. Their mom is named Beyoncé. Their auntie is named Solange. They're not gonna suddenly name and the rest of the kids are Blue, Sir, and Rumi. There's not gonna be an Annie in the mix.
Grandma is Annie.
No, the grandma's name is Miss Tina. And then Jay-Z's mom's name is Gloria.
Gloria Annie.
No, it's not Gloria Annie. Jay's well, his first name is actually Sean, if we want to be technical. It's not too unique. He only put, the Z is what makes it unique, but that's his stage name. Lord, it's so funny because I feel like I don't really have much to say right now, but I'm thinking about my Whitney Houston live stream at 12, and I have so much to say about that. So, I really hope that some people can make it. But you know what? Thinking of that, I need to tweet out that I will be doing a live stream today. Let's see. Don't forget Whitney Houston fans. Live stream today at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard. Oh, 9 p.m. 12 p.m. Oh my goodness. Okay. Rose Kush. Honestly, it's 12 here, and that's why I tuned in. Yeah, it's so hard because, you know, whenever you do a live stream, it's like it all is really dependent on what time your stream is, you know, and if people are available for it. Clementine Diva. All right, here we go. What are your thoughts about the upcoming AHS Coven/Murder House season? I'm really excited for it. Like, I really like those seasons. Like, I would definitely say Murder House or Asylum are usually like the ones that I say were my like favorite of American Horror Story. Third is always Coven. Even if the story in Coven was like a bit wishy-washy, I just love the world of Coven. I love the setting. I love the characters. I love the style of Coven. So, I mean, the fact that they're doing a crossover between those two seasons is really cool. I'm just interested to see like exactly what connection they're trying to make between the first season and the third season. You know what I mean? Like, especially since, you know, from a practical standpoint, it's like you have the same group of actors playing different people. So, like in what way is this a crossover? Is it a crossover because like certain characters are in the setting of, like, let's say certain characters from Murder House are in a setting are in like New Orleans, or is it like the characters from Coven are going to the Murder House? Like, what makes this a crossover? Or like maybe it's not even that. Like, I don't know. I'm interested to see. Rose Kush, I saw the movie. I think you're talking about Whitney. I saw the movie 2 days ago and I'm still shook. Girl, same. I am like still processing what, like that's me. Amy Bojo. Oh yeah, good question. I loved Coven too. Yeah, I think a lot of people liked Coven for the most part. Like, if it's one thing we can all agree unanimously, it's that the world of Coven was just so alluring, and like the characters were just so, I thought the characters in Coven were probably the most unforgettable ones. Like, they're all very distinct, all fun to watch in their own way. I just really liked Coven. Luna A, do you watch Orange is the New Black? No, I don't. That was another show kind of like similarly to Game of Thrones, where I watched, I don't even know if I finished the first season, but I did watch a couple episodes and then I just stopped. Really because probably at the time I was just busy, and then I just didn't find time to like go back to it. Clementine Diva. Good one, Luna. Oh, I think you're talking about the question. Luna A. For me, Hotel season 5 was the worst. Hotel is the one season I haven't seen of American Horror Story, and I remember, like, I tried multiple times getting through that first episode, but for some reason, it just, like, I couldn't get through it. I just, like, wasn't connecting with Hotel. Yeah, and apparently, like, I don't want to say, like, you know, I just knew, but apparently a lot of people feel the same way, and they, like, those are people who either watched the whole season or they watched a couple episodes of Hotel and they couldn't get through it. It's like a lot of people, it's like Hotel or Freak Show usually tend to be the seasons that people dislike the most, I feel like. Morton D, are you excited for season 3 of The Crown with new actors and actresses playing the older versions? Yeah, I'm excited for The Crown. I'm a little, like, you know, I have a very strong emotional attachment to the original cast. Like, I loved Claire Foy and Matt Smith together. I'm so going to miss Vanessa Kirby as the sister. I think Vanessa Kirby throughout the entirety of that show is so underrated. I'm glad that she recently got nominated for an Emmy. I don't know if she's gonna win. I think she's in the same category as Yvonne, who plays Serena in Handmaid's Tale, but the fact that she got nominated, I'm like, finally. But I was having a conversation about The Crown and, like, you know, the fact that we're gonna get older actors playing the characters now in season 3, and my friend was like, you know, I trust the people who do casting, that they know what they're doing, they did a good job. So I mean, they did a good job the first round, so I trust casting as well. Clearly the people behind that show know what they are doing. Excited to see what the new actors are gonna do with the characters, but yeah. Clementine Diva, Asylum was my favorite. Yeah, Hotel's definitely on the bottom for me, though. It had good moments. Yeah, see, I'm very similar to you, Clementine. Asylum, it's like Asylum or Murder House, I will say, like 1, 2, between the two of them. And then 3 is Coven. I have to think about the rest of the way I would rate the other seasons of Horror Story, but definitely for me, even though I did not watch it, but I could just tell, like, Hotel is, like, bottom for me. Clementine Diva, of the shows that you've reviewed, what is your favorite? Let's see. You know, I really enjoyed reviewing Black Mirror. I really enjoy reviewing Black Mirror all the time because, like, unlike the other shows, it's like each episode is its own thing, so it's kind of like less work for me mentally because I don't have to think like, oh, what did I just watch in the previous episode? Because whenever I do reaction review videos, I like try to be as like analytical as possible, and you know, you have to at times refer back to what happened previously to think critically of what is happening in this episode. So I guess like I like Black Mirror for the sole purpose of like I don't have to do that. And like, you know, like the Black Mirrors or like the American Horror Stories, like shows that kind of make you go like, oh my god, like those are the shows that like are really fun. The Crown was super emotional. Like that was such an emotional, I cried a lot during doing that reaction review, doing the reaction review videos for that. Let's see, Feud was an emotional one as well. I would say, like, you know, actually it's so funny because when I did the first season of Handmaid's Tale, that was actually a hard show for me to like motivate myself to do, mainly because you know, that show's like pretty depressing. But that was like first season, and when I was doing videos for the first season, like the show wasn't on anymore. Like it was during the show's break, so I wasn't like, I didn't have like as many people like watching those videos. But season 2 came around, and like that show became like, even though it was still really depressing, that doing that show was really fun on my channel because, like, first of all, in general, I prefer shows where it like comes out on a weekly basis, not like, you know, not like a Netflix where they dump all the episodes at once. Like, for me, I get very overwhelmed when I'm like, oh god, I have to make like 13 videos and each episode's an hour. Like, that's very overwhelming. Whereas like with Handmaid's Tale or Horror Story, it's like, no, you just have the one episode to focus on this week. Like, that's very nice. And then what was extremely different about doing Handmaid's Tale season 2 versus season 1 for me was, obviously I'm watching it with you guys, like, truly, like, when the episode comes out, like, I usually watch it like a day or so after, and, you know, we're talking about it like in real time, and it just felt like a very like group experience this time around, whereas like Handmaid's Tale season 1, like, it felt very isolating, so that was fun. But you know, I will say, and I think I've mentioned this casually, but I would say, and I think it shows, my least favorite show that I've ever done on this channel is 13 Reasons Why. Mainly because, like, first of all, like, as a topic, that show's like really depressing, like, at times, and this is gonna also kind of sound a little like a TV snobby of me, but for me, it's like, I'm 24. I'm not, even though the issues that they talk about in 13 Reasons Why are serious and they're always gonna be relevant, I'm just like, I don't, like, this is like, I'm so past this at my point in life. Like, if I was maybe a high school teenager, or I don't know, younger, or maybe just like started college, maybe I would be a little more excited about doing 13 Reasons Why, but I just, for me, I'm like, ugh. And it shows, like, that's why, like, honestly, I have so many videos that I'm trying to do on my channel right now, so to get the motivation to do 13 Reasons Why is hard at times. And then also, kind of like what I was saying earlier, it's like 13 Reasons Why, that's 13 episodes, each about like an hour long, where I have to find time within my week to sit down, watch it for an hour, and then like edit all of my footage. You know, when you guys watch my Fan Reaction Friday videos, like, you don't understand how like much footage I have to end up cutting out. Like, you know, copyright, you obviously can't post the full episode, your full reaction to the episode, and then like, you also have to think too, like, who's gonna want to watch you, you know, reacting and reviewing a show for like 30 or so minutes. The only time I really do that is if it's like a special case scenario, like a finale episode, or if it's an episode that's just like really long, like Black Mirror's like hour and a half episodes, or if it's just personally an episode that I really enjoyed, like San Junipero. My video for that was like 30-ish minutes or so. So yeah, you know, typically I end up editing like an hour 15-minute worth of footage down to like 20 or so minutes, so that takes up a lot of time. So yeah, and I just feel like there's so many other great shows right now that I would rather focus on than 13 Reasons Why. Like, I'm still gonna finish it because I don't like starting something and not finishing it, but the likelihood of me doing 13 Reasons Why season 3 is like really, really low. And then also, like, you know, I'm on Twitter a lot too, and I follow a lot of different trade articles and like pop culture entertainment sources, and like a lot of people were saying that season 2 wasn't very good, so like that makes me not want to watch it either. But I do understand it as well, like a lot of people on my channel, like, they found me through 13 Reasons Why, and some of those people, you know, they became like some of my most loyal viewers. Like, they don't just watch my Fan Reaction Friday videos, they watch other kinds of videos. So I don't know, it's tough, but yeah. Anthony Samaduyo Linares, France won. Congrats, I know, I saw. Rose Kush, then I saw your Handmaid's Tale reviews and I was hooked. Well, thank you for watching the Handmaid's Tale reviews. Yeah, Handmaid's Tale this season was fun. It was, some of you guys in the Handmaid's Tale, like fandom, I don't even know what they call Handmaid's Tale fans, but, very passionate people. And it's like, it's funny because I remember when I first started doing Fan Reaction Friday videos, like, or like just like YouTube in general, no one was ever like tweeting me saying like, where's the video? So now to suddenly have people like tweeting me and saying, oh, I'm so excited for your video, or even like commenting on other videos saying, where's the video? It's interesting. It's definitely interesting. The one thing I will say though is I get a little, not peeved, but I do get a little like annoyed at times when it's like for instance, on Thursday, I ended up uploading my Whitney movie review like a day late because like that ended up being very, very long. And it took me a lot longer than I thought it would. And I worked like really, really hard on my Whitney movie review. Like it took me like, I don't even know how long it took me. Like it took me like an hour, over an hour worth of shooting. And then I don't even know, like, I think more than like 4 or 5 hours worth of editing for sure. And then once I got that uploaded, it was like the very first comment on that video was, where's your Handmaid's Tale video? And it's like, it's kind of like you feel like it's sort of like you put a lot of work into one specific video, and you just get done with that video and you're like, wow, I am proud of this video. It turned out really, really great. And then the first feedback you get is, I want another video, or like, where's this other video? It's kind of like, so I actually deleted some of those comments, which I usually don't. I usually never delete comments, but yeah, I deleted some of those comments that were asking about Handmaid's Tale stuff because I was just like, this isn't relevant to the video that you're commenting on. So yeah. Mr. Osmani Youssef, hey, if you were looking for suggestions, I would give Pose a try. I'm actually strongly considering doing Pose, for sure. Especially since I heard, like, apparently there's, like, several Whitney Houston references in the show. I really want to watch it. And it's, like, I'm a fan of Ryan Murphy, even though, like, he could be very hot or cold. It's, like, when he's on, he is on. But when he's off, he's real off. So, yeah, I really, like, there's a really good chance next Friday you will see a Pose reaction review video, so stay tuned for that. Mr. Osmani Youssef, I agree, 13 Reasons Why is too much. Yeah, it is. I don't know, and like, again, it's like I was saying, it's like there's so many other great shows right now. Do you really want to be spending your time like doing this show? And for me, it's like, I pride myself in the fact that, you know, again, TV snob, but I pride myself in the fact that the shows that I do on my channel, like, they're good quality shows. Like, literally, all the shows that I've reacted and reviewed on my channel, like, were nominated for an Emmy in at least 2018. Like, this past Emmy season, 2018, all the shows that I did were nominated. The only one that was nominated was 13 Reasons Why. Not to say that, like, the Emmys are the end-all, be-all of anything. That's not what I'm saying. But it's like, clearly there's like a correlation there. Mr. Osmani Youssef, I finished the first 2 seasons and I felt so removed from it all as I'm 23. Yeah, see, we're about the same age. I feel a bit removed from it as well. And I also feel like the dialogue is a bit cringy and it's like forced, and it kind of feels like the show is trying to be like this after school special. So yeah, I don't know. Songbird Laurent, I also found your channel through Handmaid's Tale. Love them. I think I'll have to watch Black Mirror next. Yeah, highly recommend Black Mirror. And then once you get to seasons 3 and 4, watch my reaction and review videos. Also, did you watch The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel? No, I haven't. I heard it's really good. I mean, it got nominated for an Emmy again, right? Didn't the lead actress in that show win for Best Comedy? See, it's so funny too. I think the perception might be that I watch a lot of TV because, like, I review, like, TV shows on my channel, but really, I don't watch that much TV, as much as I should be for someone who calls themselves, like, a pop culture, like, you know, reviewers of some sort, and that's a show that I definitely want to watch. M. Puppy Breath, sometimes I like your reviews better than the show with Handmaid's Tale, LOL. Great support and, quote, aftercare. Sorry the fans are so bratty. Yeah, I mean, they're not, I wouldn't say they're bratty. I appreciate their passion. It's just, it's fun, it's interesting to be on the receiving end suddenly of people that are like, where's the video? I appreciate the passion. I mean, like, it could, you know, it could be the complete opposite. Like, no one could be watching, so it's like, I'm glad people are watching, but patience. LOL, I love the Whitney review too, by the way. Thanks. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was the Whitney review, guys. Like, I know this isn't the Whitney stream right now, but let me just say, like, if you haven't seen that video, it's like 28 or so minutes long. I tried filming that review like on 4 separate occasions, because each time I would film, it would be about like 45 minutes into me filming, and I wasn't even halfway through all of my points. So my 4th attempt, I managed to say everything I needed to say within an hour and 15 minutes, and then I cut out a lot of things, which is how it came to be 28 minutes, and even at that, it's still very long. But I'm glad there are people who appreciate the Whitney review, even though it was really, really long. Friend of Merlin, thank you for showing real people in the Philippines. Even if I don't follow The Handmaid's Tale next year, I'll follow you for footage of the Philippines. Thank you for watching, Friend of Merlin. Yeah, I was trying to, I mean, I was definitely, that was kind of like my goal in doing the Philippine travel vlogs, is trying to show a more realistic depiction of what it's like living in the Philippines, mainly in a provincial area of the Philippines, because I just feel like, you know, in general, with travel vlogs, especially people on YouTube, it's like people love giving you a very glamorized version of the place, and there's nothing wrong with that, but, you know, if you can and you have the opportunity to depict a place realistically, you know, you should do that, because that's trying to just show a more like culturally authentic experience of the country. For me, is it's really, really valuable, and it's important, you know. I think, not to sound very pretentious, but when I was doing, especially like the Philippine travel vlogs, like in the back of my head, I always have Anthony Bourdain Parts Unknown, because I love that show. I respect that man so much, RIP. But I loved how in Anthony Bourdain Parts Unknown, like, he's someone who depicts each country and each culture so authentically. And I loved the episode he did in the Philippines, and I was like, wow, when I go to the Philippines, I want to like kind of create something that's like as authentic as that. So yeah, I appreciate that you notice, you know, that stuff, because I do, it's hard, it's a lot of editing, which is why it's taking me a long time each week to churn it out. I'm trying to tell like mini stories for my Philippine travel vlogs. I think it's going to be a little different when I do my Singapore and Malaysia and Manila vlogs, because that's a little bit more of like, this is what we did and this is what we did. But when I was in the province, it wasn't like that, you know, because it's like my family's from there and we were there for very specific reasons. So I tried making like a story out of each episode. And actually, my plan when I was going to the Philippines was, I'm gonna vlog every single day, and I'm gonna have a travel vlog for each day that I'm there. But it ended up not being the case. But you know what? I think it worked out for the best. So yeah, glad you can appreciate the work. And speaking of the Philippine travel vlogs, there should be one coming out tomorrow, and I'm gonna try and make up for lost time and come out with the second one as well tomorrow. Yeah, so be on the lookout for that. I'm sorry that I've kind of like been really late. My aunt, I have my aunt who, if you guys aren't familiar, I have a cousin who's also on YouTube here. That's her mom, and she, like, every time Monday comes around, she literally texts me, and it's always like, it's Monday, where's the new video? And yesterday was her 50th birthday, and she literally was like, how come you haven't done the episode? Where's episode 8? So I'm sorry for the people who have been watching those travel vlogs that it's taken me a bit of time. Luna A, yes please, for pose reaction. Yeah, there's like an 85% chance that that's gonna happen. M Puppy Breath, love the vlogs from the Philippines too, by the way. You have amazing content, lots of work goes into it. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it when you guys, like, not to like sound really like annoying, but like I do appreciate getting, you know, those kinds of compliments of, I appreciate the work, It does take time. Like, editing, as fun as editing is, it takes a lot of time. I don't mind it because, like, I genuinely love making videos, but it does take a lot of time. And especially when it's like, you know, you're not like, I wouldn't call myself a full-time YouTuber by any means, but regardless of that, I try to make every single video, whether it's like a review video, Fan Reaction Friday video, a vlog video, a favorites video, like, I try to make, like, quality content. And I try to, like, lengthwise too, I always feel like to wait like a week for a video that just ends up being 5 or 6 minutes, I feel like really shortchanges people. So I always try to make it at least like 10 to 12 minutes at best, but thanks for the compliments, guys. Morton D, I really like all your videos. You are one of my favorite YouTubers right now. Thank you. I love your comments and you have a very soothing voice. Thanks. I personally hate the sound of my voice, but I'm amused that you find it soothing. Haha. You could totally be a presenter on radio, TV, or something. That would be really, really cool. That'd be really, really cool. I've always kind of, like, played with the idea of, aside from doing YouTube, I'd love to have a podcast show one day. I even have an idea of what that podcast show would be, but I don't have the time right now. And I also don't have, like, the money for a podcast. And actually, for those of you guys who don't know, this isn't technically my first YouTube channel. I had a joint YouTube channel with 2 of my friends, like, a couple years ago. It was called The Great Indoors. And along with the YouTube channel, we also had a podcast. And it was hard because we posted the episodes on SoundCloud. If you guys want to look it up, it's called, I'll put the name of the podcast. It's called The Great Indoors. You could try finding it on SoundCloud. And the sound quality is so bad because we literally recorded it on, like, Google Hangouts, and we ended up not having enough money to pay for a SoundCloud subscription, because it's like you can only use up so much, like, storage on SoundCloud for free. And I personally didn't know how to, like, make podcasts, like, on Audacity and things like that, so we just stopped the podcast. But, you know, if ever down the road this YouTube channel keeps growing and more opportunities stem from it, I would love down the road to have a podcast. So it's like you get audio visuals from me. So you get visuals from me on YouTube, and then you also get audio from the podcast. So yeah, I'd love to do that, you know, down the line somewhere. On the Front, found your channel through your reaction vids about Handmaid's Tale. Any thoughts / expectations for the next season? You should watch Westworld if you have the chance. See, that's another show. I haven't gotten the chance to watch Westworld. That's another show I really want to watch. Any thoughts about next season? I just personally hope June doesn't go back to the Waterfords. Like, I was saying this earlier in the live stream, but I hope June doesn't go back there, because I just don't want to see a repeat of what we've seen this season, because it's like, we know what happens when she goes back to the Waterfords, so I don't want to see that. Hopefully we see more of the Resistance, and hopefully we see more of Commander Lawrence. He's someone I'm very, like, intrigued by. Andres de Lasaria, My Universe. What will you do if you hit 20,000 subscribers? How would you feel? That'd be amazing if I hit 20,000 subscribers. I mean, the fact that I even have 1,000 subscribers is crazy. And it's so interesting, too, because I feel like on YouTube now, like, whenever people say, like, oh, I have 1 million, it's like, people don't even think 1 million subscribers is a lot. For me, I think that's a lot. It's like, when people say that, I kind of, like, want to just say, like, literally get your head out of your own butt. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't think, like, so highly of yourself and say, like, oh, I only have 1 million subscribers. It's like, that's 1 million people who have chosen at some point in their life to hit that subscribe button because they found you interesting. So I think that number is still, like, really, really meaningful. I think, like, 20,000 would be amazing. Like, I hope one day to reach that amount. I don't know if I will ever reach that amount, but if I do, like, that'd be great. So yeah, I'd feel very grateful, very overwhelming. Hopefully the content that I'm making at that time would be, like, worthy of that amount. So yeah. What's your goals for this channel? For this channel, I mean, first and foremost, I always say the goal of this channel is to make good quality content, no matter what type of video it is. If it's a reaction video, if it's a movie review, if it's reviewing albums or songs, if it's doing travel vlogs, if it's just anything. I want every single video of mine to be of quality because I never want to make whoever is watching my videos feel shortchanged at all. So quality is always the goal. I want to, you know, really I'm starting to do that, but I really want to get my channel to a place where it's like, you can clearly see that there's like a good variety in my channel, but it's still very much me. Like, that sounds really weird to say, but it's like, I really want like my personal, like, my personal brand, or like my like me to shine through on this channel no matter what I'm talking about. I'd love for, you know, this channel in a way to be like a place where people go if they want to hear good commentary, criticism, thoughts on anything like pop culture related, whether it be like movies or TV shows. I'd love for it to get to that point. And also like fashion as well. Like, I'd love to build that part of the channel. I want this channel to be like equal parts like pop culture, equal parts like lifestyle, like fashion and travel. I would like that. And then, you know, if down the line too, if like brands want to work with me, and not like in a typical like social media sort of way, like here, post a picture of like you using like a tummy flattener that they have all the contestants on The Bachelor and Bachelorette do. Not like that. Like, I'd love to, if like movie companies or like TV studios are like, say like, hey, like, you know, I think people who do reaction review videos, especially like if they do it right on YouTube, like, I think in a way they help promote like shows or movies. So if ever down the line, because I think people who do reaction review videos too, they're kind of seen as like, they're kind of looked down upon in the YouTube community, because it's like, can you lower that down a little bit? Just a little bit? Because they're kind of seen as, they're kind of looked down upon in the YouTube community, because it's like, oh, how hard can it be to like sit down in front of a camera and like, you know, react to something? And that's true to a certain extent, but it also does take like a considerable amount of work. I'd love for that perception to change, and, you know, if movie studios or TV networks would like work with these kinds of YouTubers and say, hey, we'll give you like an early showing of the episode and you could like react and review it on the channel, and like, you know, we would pay you for that, like, that'd be really cool. Yeah, so I'd love to do that, and then like eventually grow my following here on YouTube. And I'd love down the line to make like docu-series on this channel. That'd be really cool. Like, if it's like travel vlogs, like that's what I'm doing right now. I always talk about this, but there's a docu-series that I really want to do on this channel, is like interviewing different people within very specific fandoms and getting like, what is the fan experience like? Like, if you're a fan of Harry Potter, what is the fan experience like being in that fandom? Or if like if you're into K-pop, what is the experience like being into K-pop? Like, that's a docu-series I would love to create and have on this channel, but it needs to be done the right way, so I don't want to rush it. But yeah. And then eventually too, I'd love to have my own production company where I create content like for digital platforms, and then like making TV shows, making movies, maybe having a talk show. Just, that's my plan. So that's kind of what I would love the channel to evolve into, but you know, you never know. So let's see. And then Andres also says, I have a question. Can you tell a little bit about yourself, your life? I'm just curious. Yeah, so I mean, I'm 24. Let's see. I double majored in college in psychology and creative producing. I'm an only child. I'm full Filipino. Yeah, creative producing. And right now I am like busy kind of working on the apartment stuff in the Philippines. It's like weird to say because I'm in America, but it's like the Philippines apartment stuff is like ongoing right now in my life, as well as right now I'm also like teaching dance at different studios. I taught dance. I mean, I taught dance. I grew up dancing all my life. I danced for 17 years. So I've been teaching dance at different studios. And then I also am like, you know, doing YouTube. And yeah, it's kind of, I feel like that's pretty much the gist of it. Andres de la Serra is my universe. And do you have Snapchat? I do have Snapchat. However, I don't really use it anymore because I just, on, like, in general, I just feel like Snapchat as a medium is like kind of dead. But I mean, if you want to follow me on Snapchat, again, like this is my Twitter handle, my Instagram handle, my Snapchat handle. It's at inn_MHO. So you could follow me there if you ever feel so inclined. Turi KSO. Do you watch Game of Thrones? I love your reactions because you always have interesting thoughts. Thank you. No, I don't. I watched the first season of Game of Thrones, but then I stopped because when I was trying to find the link to season 2, like this was like back in 2012 when I was trying to find the link to season 2, I couldn't find a good link, so I stopped. Katie, what? Go off. You had a girl's time moment before you became Beyoncé. Oh God, Lord. I don't even know what I said for you to say that, but oh no. Turkey SO. What are your top 5 TV shows? I don't know. I mean, I will say, like, I love, one of my favorite shows that I watched was Friday Night Lights, which might be surprising to some of you because it's like, what? But I loved Friday Night Lights. I think partly it was because I was, like, going through something very tough in my life, and that was, like, my emotional crutch at the time. So Friday Night Lights I really loved. My first TV obsession really was Desperate Housewives, which like says a lot about me as a person. I remember being 12 years old and like becoming obsessed with that show. I mean, if we want to talk more recently, like I love Black Mirror. Black Mirror is amazing. I love Big Little Lies was like such an experience. Kind of brought me back to my like Desperate Housewives days. And I really loved The People versus O.J. Simpson. Like, I thought American Crime Story Versace was good, but for me, I'm still, like, People versus O.J. Simpson is still, I preferred that season more. But I think, yeah, that, like, of recent memory, that was the season that I was like, wow, this is, like, really, really great. Yeah, so I guess I'll, like, answer it like that. Stefan. Speaking of American Horror Story, a friend of mine from high school now works in digital design and is helping to develop at least one of the promos for the new season. Oh my god, that's so cool. Wow, amazing. Well, that's going to be really fun for him because American Horror Story, like, they always know how to create, like, really good, like, promos in general. Whether it's, like, the trailer or the posters, it's, like, they're really good at that. Lou Ellie, hi. Turkey SO, if you studied psychology, you should watch Mindhunter. That's another show I want to watch. Also because, like, I really like Jonathan Groff, so I want to watch it because of that. But part of me is also a little scared. Like, anything that has to do with, like, true life crime or, like, anything inspired by true events and it's, like, crime, I get, like, really freaked out. So, I don't know. I have to watch that in the daytime. Kenny92. So the Good Morning title popped up on my phone and I thought someone sent one of those Good Morning texts to me for a sec. Haha. You know. I guess in a way it's like a bit of a Good Morning text. Multivitamin Aft. Good morning. I live in Germany and it's 1940. Oh goodness. I'm so bad at military time, but hey. And he also said haha. Lou Ellie, it's 1 a.m. here in Malaysia. Ooh, Malaysia. I went to Kuala Lumpur, back in January. I was in Malaysia for like 3 days. Really, really like culturally authentic country. And I'm so excited for my Malaysia vlogs too. Like it was so cool. I think like one of my highlights when I went to Malaysia is when we went to the Batu Caves. And we went to the Batu Caves during ooh, I'm gonna butcher this. It's like a religious event, I think, in Hinduism called Thai Buddhism or something like that. That was so cool. Like, oh my god, that was, yes, there you go, Lu Ellie, Thai Pusam. Yes, we were. It wasn't like on the day, but like it was like in the days leading up to that event, and it was like, it was an experience I will truly never forget. It was so cool, so colorful. Like I was genuinely like so blessed to be there. But yeah, my time in Malaysia was really fun. We want to go back, but we want to go to like a different part. It's like, which part did you guys want to go back to, Mom, in Malaysia? Remember where that actor went? What? Remember Adam, our tour guide, was saying he took that actor to that part in Malaysia. Where is it? Yeah, I can't remember, but yeah, we want to go back. Kenny92, my brother's wife is from the Philippines, and they go back there every year. Hopefully one year I can tag along. Yeah, Kenny, go. Highly recommend. Puppy Breath, hit the like button, everyone. Oh yeah, don't forget, if you guys are watching, hit the like button. That will help this video. So if you like what you've been watching, hit the like button. Andres Delasario, my universe, do you think when your schedule is a little clear you would do skits and mini movies? I would love to see that in your videos. I don't know. It's interesting because my old YouTube channel with my two friends, that's kind of what we were wanting to do originally. We were wanting to originally do like skits, because I would definitely say, like, my friends and I, we, for the longest time, I don't even know if it's still a thing, but we were wanting to create a TV show called Fangirls, because, like, if you haven't gotten like the sense of it already, I'm very into like pop culture, and I'm really intrigued by the fan experience, especially in terms of like how social media and the internet has like affected the fan experience, and that's kind of like what that show was supposed to be about, our show Fangirls. And we wrote like a script for it and everything, and we were like writing like different skits inspired by the show, but it ended up like, you know, not really, we ended up like not really doing anything with it. But, you know, if ever down the line that were to be a thing, like, I'd love to do that. I don't know if I would necessarily do it on this channel. Like, maybe I would promote it on this channel and then create a second channel just for the skits. But yeah, that's something I would definitely love to do. Like, I'd love to down the line work in like narrative as well for like TV and digital formats. So that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Yeah, never say never, Andres. Down the line, though. Down the line. Lu Ellie, that's where I live. Oh, you're talking about Malaysia. And then Thai Pasam, yeah. Luna A, I live in Italy. It's 1943. Wow, I'm really bad at military time, but cool. Have you been to Italy, Mom? My mom's been to Italy. We want to go to Europe one day. So, if we ever go to Europe, I will be doing travel vlogs when I go, but, yeah. I want to go to Italy. I really love, like, this is probably gonna, like, sound really stupid, but, like, my favorite food is Italian food, so I really want to, like, eat Italian food in Italy, but I also heard it's, like, very different, like, the pasta there, so, I don't know. I just want the experience of going to Italy. You know, architecture, lots of things to do, lots of things to see, lots of things to eat, so, yeah. Depression Cherry, your channel is amazing. I can't wait till you reach 1 million subscribers. Wow, that'd be intense. The day, if ever, you know, God willing, I reach 1 million subscribers, that would be quite the time. Your videos are so well crafted. It's like they're edited with a fine-tooth comb. Well, thanks, man. Or, you know, lady. I appreciate that you noticed that, because editing, I do take a lot of time in editing my videos, like a lot of time, which is part of the reason why my videos end up being like late, is because for me it's like I'd rather take my time in a video and make sure it's edited to the best it can be before I release it. And I think, like, in the back of my head I start thinking too, like, this is my only chance of ever shooting this kind of video, and I want it to be like the best that it can be in this given moment. So yeah, I thank you again for appreciating those details. Portia Anka, good morning. Good morning. Lu Ellie, please come back to Malaysia. Yeah, I definitely want to go back to Malaysia. I was telling two of my friends who, again, were the ones that started the YouTube channel with me. They were like, we should do a Southeast Asia trip. I was like, yeah, you could come to the Philippines and I could show you around, and then we could go to different parts of Southeast Asia. So like Malaysia. I went to Singapore when I went to the Philippines as well. And well, like it's not in the Philippines, but like when I went to the Philippines, we spent like 2 days in Singapore and then like 3 days in Malaysia. Loved Singapore. I want to go back to Singapore. So yeah. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, you said please come back to Malaysia. There's lots more to see. Yeah, and I need to go back to Malaysia too because I need to, you know, get outside Kuala Lumpur and see different parts of the country. Portia Anka, OMG, I can't over Handmaid Season 2. I am so shocked. I think you meant shocked, but yeah. I'm still recovering. Luna A, it's true Italian food in America is much different from real Italian food. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that. Yeah. Who actually thought Emily would become a hit woman working for Commander Joseph after offing Aunt Lydia? Girl, I like that whole sequence with Emily doing what she did to Aunt Lydia. Like, if you guys haven't seen my video for that, I was genuinely shocked. I truly thought when they were showing that sequence, I truly thought she was hallucinating. Like, I thought she was kind of picturing in her head, like, what she wishes she was doing, but nope, she did that. So, yeah, I don't know, I was like, what is happening? Lula Ellie, me, haha. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so we've so far done like 1:06. I'll be here for like another like 10-ish or so minutes because I want to give myself a break before I do my Whitney live stream at noon. So, Turkey SO, after watching American Crime Story 2, did it affect you knowing that the killer was half Filipino? It made me feel a certain like, you know, in terms of like Asian representation in mainstream media in general, it's like not that much. Like, I mean, like just a couple days ago, like Sandra Oh became the first Asian American woman to be nominated in a lead actress role for TV. The first. Like, the Emmys have been a thing for how long, and we're only now getting our first Asian American, so, you know, that's kind of an indicator of where we are in terms of Asian American representation, in terms of telling the stories of Asian American people, and it's like speaking, like personally as a Filipino person, I just feel like whenever there is, like, Asian American representation, that's usually, like, they usually depict like East Asian Americans and not really like Southeast Asian Americans. And then also with like Filipinos too, it's like are we considered Asian or are we like Pacific Islanders? So it's like for me it's like the rare time when we get to see like an Asian person, like an Asian story represented on TV, let alone like a Filipino person's story represented on TV, let alone Filipino representation on mainstream television, on like a really, really good show. It's like, it sucks that it's in the form of Andrew Cunanan. It's like, great. He's making the people look really, really well, really, really great. So, that for me was kind of like, I was like, oh, like, I can't fault the show for doing that. Like, that's the story. Like, he is a half Filipino person. You can't take that away from him. But, yeah. That's kind of how I felt. I also felt like, at times, the way they depicted the Philippines, like, not that they did a bad job with it, but there were certain moments when the characters were speaking in the language of Tagalog. Like, the guy who played Andrew's dad, like, he did great because he's actually Filipino, and, like, you know, that English, the way he spoke English, like, if you're Filipino, you know this, like, the way Filipinos speak, especially if like your parents or grandparents like grew up in the Philippines, like they may speak English, but it's like they have like a Filipino accent in the way they talk. So I thought that was really good. But there was a scene when the uncle answered the door, and like it was just so bad. It was like, dang, you're trying so hard to pull off like Tagalog, let alone like a Filipino accent. It's like really, really noticeable. Like, I don't know, it was just awkward. But yeah, I don't know. That's my thoughts. But I hope like one day we will see more, for sure, Asian American representation on TV and in movies. Like Crazy Rich Asians is coming out, so like that's a step forward. But yeah, more Asian representation across the board on television and in movies, and you know, more Filipino representation too. I want that because I'm Filipino. So yeah. It's more than Jim. Can't wait to see Emily's wife/son's reaction to her arrival. I know. Hopefully Emily will make it. So I hope that'll be cool to see. I hope they don't skip over that. Katie, ridiculous it took so long. Yeah, that's crazy. Like when I read that line that Sandra Oh is literally the first Asian American actress to be nominated for that category, I was like, what? And like the fact too that Sandra Oh, I don't know I think she was nominated, but I don't think she ever won. The fact that she never won for her portrayal as Christina Yang on Grey's Anatomy is like she was really a huge part of what made that show amazing. So I don't know what's happening there, but I don't know if she's gonna win. I mean, she has really tough competition there, but the fact that she got nominated, like, yay, woo! Because I need to watch Killing Eve. That's another show I need to watch. Portia Anka, do you think Fred will try to hurt Hannah after knowing June escaped, and how would June get Hannah back without being caught? Girl, these are all valid questions, Portia. I have no idea. Sriracha Down, what do you think of Emily's commander now versus when you first see him? I mean, I always had an inkling that he was a bit different, but I didn't want to be like immediately like, oh, he's a good guy. But you know, now to learn that, you know, he actually is a good guy, so nice. It's so refreshing. It's more than Jim. I just read something on mixed celebrities you didn't know were mixed. Never knew Rob Schneider is half Filipino and Mark Paul Gosselaar is half Indonesian. Yeah, there's a lot of like, you know, and not to like say that those celebrities who are of mixed descent should like speak on, you know, their heritage, should be like, yeah, I'm fully this, or like not I'm fully, but like, yes, I am part this or I am part that, because it's like, you know, part of the job of an actor is, you know, you should be able to like be different people. So, but you know, at times it's kind of like, I wish more people, like, again, just speaking as a Filipino person, I wish more people who were like Filipino, even if they were just half Filipino, like I wish they were more outspoken about their heritage and their background, because I think, you know, in terms of like Asian culture too, it's kind of like taboo a bit to want to get into like the entertainment industry in general, whether it's like behind the scenes or on camera, because, you know, culturally, like Asians, they want, like, you know, your parents and the generations that came before you, it's like they want you to be on a very specific like route, and like usually it's more traditional, and to pursue something like in the arts, whether that's again like in entertainment or just like anything artistic in general, it's like it's a bit discouraged. So it's sort of like the more like our people can see that like there are Asian people who are working in the industry and are working in arts in general, it's like the more like younger Asian people will want to, you won't be so discouraged in wanting to do that, and then that would lead to more representation across all different industries and media. So yeah, I wish some people were a bit more outspoken about their background and heritage. Kind of going back to Versace though, the show, that's why I think it's kind of like, it's so scary how Darren Criss looked so similar to Cunanan, but Darren Criss is actually half Filipino as well. I believe he's half Irish, half Filipino, whereas Conanan was half Italian, half Filipino. But I mean, that was like casting, like, as, you know, potentially as close as you can get to the actual person. So that was cool to see, like, an actual half Filipino person play a half Filipino person. But yeah. Let's see here. Well, if you guys have any other questions, I think I'm gonna end the live stream here because I'm gonna be going live again in like an hour for my Whitney live stream. So, let's see here. Sriracha Donut. I used to think Commander Joseph was a trickster character. He is a commander. He has the resources. Emily has caught his interest, and he's going to give her those resources to see what she might do. I hope so. Maybe, like, June will go back to Commander Lawrence, and they can work together. I don't know. I don't know. Because it's like, then again, it's like, do you think Emily's going to go all the way back to Canada? I mean, she has Nicole. Like, if she didn't have Nicole, maybe she would go back and try to, like, work in the underground, but I don't know. Or maybe she'll be like a Harriet Tubman person. She'll go back to Canada, then she'll come back, and then she'll keep going back and forth. Who knows? Alright, so I'm gonna be on here for maybe like 3 more minutes. If I have any last minute questions, and then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna take a break. Sriracha Down or a hit woman. Yeah, Emily could be a hit woman for sure, because we know that she's a bit merciless when it comes to killing people. Let's see here. Devilish Advocacious just waved and said hello. Yeah. M Puppy Breath, thanks for a great stream. Thank you for watching. You guys really make the stream, though, like, what it is. Like, if, you know, if only, like, one person shows up to the stream can only be so good. It's more than Jim. I recommend the Mayday podcast on Stitcher. They have a great interview with Amanda Brugel, aka Rita. Oh, cool. Okay. Nice. I will definitely check it out. Portia Anka. Will June stay with Nick after they escape, or will she stay with her husband? I don't know. I mean, that your prediction is all on the basis, though, of if Nick is gonna make it out alive of Gilead. I hope they don't kill Nick. Like, I will be so distraught if they kill Nick. But at this point, I'm kind of rooting for June to be with Nick versus... I mean, for June to be with Nick versus Luke. But, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so I am going to end the stream here. If you like the stream, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification button so you know when a new video from me comes out. And for those of you guys interested in joining my Whitney Houston live stream discussion, it's literally going to be in an hour. Stay tuned for that, because we're gonna get into that movie and our thoughts about Whitney. And you know, just fair warning, if you guys do end up joining the stream and you start asking me questions that have nothing to do with the movie or Whitney Houston, I'm not gonna answer them, because, like, that's the point of this live stream. But yeah. Oh yeah, okay, let's read this last comment from Sriracha Down. Emily could go... Oh no, am I buffering? Oh no! Okay, I'm back. Let's read this last 2 comments. Emily could go the lethal route, i.e. only knocking out people and taking out targets without killing them, i.e. getting them arrested or taking something important away. That's true. And Luna A says bye. Bye. Okay, well, on that note, I'm gonna say bye-bye as well. It's pretty good that, you know, we didn't have that many times where the internet timed out or, like, you know, any technical difficulties, so good job on that. But okay, so with all of that being said, if you're interested in checking out the Whitney Houston live stream, I'm gonna be back in an hour for that. If not, I will see you guys this coming week in all of my future videos. And yeah, all right. Hope you guys have a great week, day, bye, night, wherever you are. See ya.